marks the moment when a dream has come one step closer to coming true. And this day would not have happened were it not for what Mr. Gandhi did in making land available to us and for the support that the Chief Minister gave in putting to life the possibility that the city of Mumbai would have the state-of-the-art animal hospital and care unit. Much can be said in glowing terms about the treatment of animals, but those of us who love animals, dogs or cats, have realized that they give us their unequivocal love and affection. All they seek in return is 100% of our affection and attention. Nothing more. And many of them are on the streets, uncared for, abused, killed in horrible ways. So the city of Bombay has very little to offer in terms of modern facilities to look after the animals. It would take too long to say what has prompted me to be so aggressive in this front. I'll just say that I had an experience where my dog broke his elbow, and the reaction of doctors here was to amputate his leg. We treated him in the United States, and it was my first sign of what a state-of-the-art animal hospital could be and how it would work. And I made up my mind that a premier city in the country should have a world-class facility to look after the animals. So here we are. The Tata Trusts who have pioneered hospitals for humans, and that investment should continue to take place, of course, have agreed to fund an organization such as we're trying to create. But what are we trying to do? We're trying to create a facility that every one of us who has animals or who come across distressed animals can save a life or save a limb or give an animal an existence. And that we can look at a facility that we can be proud of, that will save innocent, not human beings, but animal beings that give so much of themselves to us. I think we're very fortunate to have Mrs. Gandhi with her compassion for animals. We've disagreed on the action taken in the past, but we've never disagreed on the fact that action should be taken. Animals have been abused, they've been used as experiments in pharmaceutical units, they've been used as test cases in the most absurd conditions, and hopefully over time all of us will gain an added compassion for these lovely companions that we have. So with that, I would just say that today is a special day. A promise has been made to give the city a good facility, and I trust all of us who've been involved will have the passion and the integrity to make this happen. And Bombay will have its animal hospital once and for all. Thank you very much. Chief Minister for making this possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'd now like to call upon Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, to address the audience.
Ever inspiring Shri Ratan Tata ji, Union Minister, and who is more known as an animal lover, animal activist than being a Union Minister. Shrimati Maneka Gandhi ji, my cabinet colleagues, Finance Minister Sudhir Mungatiwar ji, Mahadev Janakar ji, all the dignitaries present here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a proud moment for Mumbai that organizations like People for Animal and Tata Trust have come together to set up a state-of-art animal care hospital in Mumbai. And I must also congratulate Silco for participating in such a noble cause. I think Mr. Tata mentioned that Mumbai is getting a hospital for animals. But I would say, with Maneka ji and Tata Trust, Mr. Ratan Tata, you coming together, it will no more be only a hospital for Mumbai, but it would create capabilities which can serve the entire country. And I think what all support the animals would require would be provided through this hospital. I think each one of us is compassionate about animals. But when this compassion turns into care, we become animal lovers. But more than that, when this love and compassion also stands with animals, when there is a conflict between humans and animals, that makes you animal activist. And I think when a person understands that the human and animal conflict is not because of animals, but because of humans, and we need to stand with the animals, I think that really makes you animal lover, animal activist. I think Maneka ji has been doing it for a long time. Sudhir Bhau was mentioning that although she normally stays at Delhi, but she has her eye over entire country, over entire world, what is happening, because someday suddenly I get a phone call and she tells me what is happening in Bhiwandi, what is happening in New Mumbai, what is happening in some other part of Maharashtra, and she has all detailed information. Who is the culprit? Who is troubling the animals? I think it's more than our CID or intelligence that she has the information about such things. And moreover, she also has an army here. So her army is led by our MP Poonam Mahajan, have lieutenants like Ambika and many of them who are totally active. Even Manekaji, if she is not here, this army is constantly behind us to take all the decisions. So, Manekaji, thanks to your army, now we were just compassionate about animals, but now we are turning into animal lovers, and I think soon they will turn us into activists. I think we have learned a lot many things. Bittu Sargal is here. My ACS, Praveen Pardesi, they are animal lovers, and I am also always of the opinion that this human and animal conflict is something which we cannot resolve because of the conflicting interest. But we have seen that in the forest of Maharashtra, when we started certain initiatives where the people out there became friendly to the animals, when they realized that their entire livelihood can be changed when they care for animals. And when the tigers started not only giving the revenue to the state, but also providing livelihood to many people, and their actually lives started transforming. They started loving animals. And let me tell you, I have seen a time in our assembly 10-12 years back when we used to notify a forest or a reserve forest. There used to be a huge campaign against it, and activism was there that we don't want this, and this is like you are taking our livelihood, and not many things were brought on the floor of assembly. And now the things have changed. Now people are demanding, MLAs are demanding that please notify our areas as a forest, or notify it as a reserve forest. So I think this transformation, because people have started realizing that it's not just that the animals are, and rightly said by Sudhir Bhau, that people have realized that the animals are such people that they are there to care for us, and if you don't trouble them, they are there to protect us. Tiger is protecting our forest, it is protecting our water resources, and I think now people have started realizing, even when I see the agri-distress in Maharashtra, much of the agri-distress is because of those farmers who have done away with their cattle, who don't have their livestock anymore, are most distressed farmers. And the farmers' suicide, if you look at who have committed suicides, it is most of those farmers who don't have livestock, who don't have cattle. So I think the livestock, the cattle, it not only gives them livelihood, but at the same time it gives them a reason to stay alive, because they love their cattle, they love their livestock like their children, and it gives them a reason that no, I have to live for them. And I think this relationship between man and animal is something which we should cherish, which we should care, and which we should fortify. And I think the initiatives like today is very important, and it shows that we really care for our animals, because they care for us. Now the entire ecosystem, we talk a lot about climate change and so many things, but everything is ultimately credited to what we have done with our ecosystem, how we have damaged our ecosystem, whether it is plants, birds, animals, species. I think we must realize that these are the things which make us live, and these are the things which actually creates an ecosystem for us to live. And with this awareness, I think things are changing very fast. Maneka ji, you were in macroscopic minority a few years back, but now I think more and more people are supporting your endeavor, and your army is getting more and more strength. And people like us who normally try to have balance between good things and politics, you are one person who doesn't care about politics, but I think at the cost of politics you are ready to protect animals, and I think that has made you great. We are people who try to make a balance, but I'll assure you that every passing day with all such initiatives, we would also like to tilt our equilibrium more towards animal activism than towards politics. and I think you will go on inspiring us. I would also like to thank Mr. Tata. I think Tata Trust has been one such institution who has supported every single good initiative in the state of Maharashtra. And I must tell you, although Mr. Tata is an animal lover and this is something which he really loves from heart, but in every single endeavor where we are changing the lives of people, where we are reaching the have-nots of the society, where we are reaching the last person of the society, we find one institution who is standing with the government of Maharashtra, people of Maharashtra, and that is Tata Trust. I think great, and I must thank him, and I'm sure in the coming endeavors of government of Maharashtra, for people of Maharashtra, they will go on helping us, partnering us, collaborating us. I once again congratulate PFA and Tata Trust for taking up this initiative, and I assure you that the support of government of Maharashtra will always be with you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.